Hello and welcome back. Today I'll be talking about the Specialized Evade 2 cycling helmet. Okay, so I'll start with the positives. First thing is the quality. Top-notch helmet, as you'd expect from this price range. Great strap, great padding on the inside. The padding is also a new style of MIPS padding, well fairly new anyway. So it does away with the plastic liner and instead we've got lovely foam attached by rubber straps so it can rotate in the unfortunate event of a crash. So you've got that. The padding itself is very comfy. The helmet is made of dual density foam, so you've got different types of foam on the side in comparison to the top to help with impacts in the unfortunate event that might happen. The strap itself has a magnetic buckle. This is not a necessary feature, but it is nice. You get used to it fairly quickly. It allows for one-handed strap use, both undoing and doing up, which is quite nice. The strap itself is a silk-like quality, really soft, and you can't feel it on your skin. And then to top it off, it's molded in a plastic. I've gone for white all around that helmet, and then you've got the S-Works label in a metallic colour. Okay, next up is the ventilation. For an aero helmet, it has really good ventilation. It has better ventilation than my Cask Mojito, which has about 1,000 holes in. So the difference here is the air goes in the front through the big vents. You can then feel it being scooped over your head through the channels that are built in, and then it ejects out the back. This creates a really good cooling effect. Unfortunately, it's not quite as good at slower speeds. You need to be going at least 18 miles an hour or so to feel the full benefit. So on a short climb, you might struggle with this helmet, but that is why there are other helmets available. This is a fast racing helmet, so it shouldn't be a problem with overheating in its intended use. Okay, next, I've touched on this already, is the looks. In my opinion, it looks like a really good helmet. It looks a lot nicer than my Cask Mojito and my Bontrager Ballista. Again, this is my opinion. It doesn't make you look too alien with the ejecting ports at the back, and from the front it's not too mushroomy. So I quite like the style of the helmet. Obviously you can get nice looking helmets, but they aren't as aero, so it depends what you're willing to sacrifice for that. So I've just mentioned this. Obviously another positive is the aero gains. I don't have a wind tunnel, I can't tell you anything, but it feels faster than my Cask. It's also a bit quieter. You can feel the air being channeled around and through the helmet in comparison to whacking the helmet and then kind of bouncing off. But I believe Specialized have done wind tunnel testing and say it is a fast helmet. It's obviously a race-proven helmet with many wins for Team Bora Hansgrohe. Probably mispronounced that. So overall for the positives, great helmet, good ventilation, aero, and excellent quality. Okay, so I suppose you're saying what could be wrong with it, as everything is seeming perfect so far. The one thing I have to say is the strap. Although it is super nice and silky and smooth, this works against it when you are tightening the helmet up. So I have a bit of extra fabric, as you'll see in the photos. I've had to loop this back round. Sometimes after a few hundred miles, this can slip slightly and you have to readjust your helmet strap, which is a bit irritating, but I can live with it because during a ride it doesn't move. It's only after cumulative rides that it starts to move, and it's only a few millimeters. You could probably solve this by adjusting how you're securing it, or potentially if you're really going to want to commit to it, you can sew it in place, but I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, and the obvious negative is the price at around £220. This is an expensive helmet. I would say, as with most cycling products, it's not worth the money that you spend. However, in comparison to the competition at this level, like the Cask Protone or gyro helmets, I would prefer to have this on my head than those. Although the Protone has got good reviews, I've got club members that ride it, so that's not a bad helmet either. All in all, for the price, I would recommend. However, it's still on the pricey side. Okay, lastly, this isn't necessarily a negative. However, it's not positive in my opinion either. It is the Angie attachment on the back. So this is a crash sensor, potentially very useful if you need it. However, the software that Specialized use is basically a replicant of Strava, and I'd rather use Strava. You can't record both at the same time. I mean, you could record Strava on your Wahoo or your Garmin, and then the Angie app in your pocket in your phone. but this isn't really practical, and you have to have this going for Anki to work. So Anki has to be connected to your phone to work. It doesn't work independently. If it worked independently, I would recommend it 10 out of 10. However, it doesn't. So you have to have your mobile data on your phone for it to work. It's not really super ideal in this aspect. However, it does offer an additional level of safety if that's what you're looking for. However, it doesn't quite suit my needs, so I'm leaving it in the neutral pile. It's a free part of the helmet, so I can't complain about it. However, I wouldn't really mind if it was there or if it wasn't there. Okay, so a couple of positives, a couple of negatives. Final verdict then, great improvement over my Cask Mojito. However, it is a bit pricey. If you've got the money to spend it on this helmet. However, if you are on more of a budget, I can't really recommend this helmet for the price. But if you're looking for a helmet in this price range, I would say pull the trigger. Good quality, good ventilation, good looks, aero. It ticks all the boxes in a racing and fast training helmet. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, press the like button and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments if you want to see any reviews or anything else coming up. And see you next time.